Welcome to the Happy Black Woman Podcast, the show for ambitious Black women who want it all. I'm your host, Rosetta Thurman, and my mission is to educate, inspire, and empower Black women all over the world to create amazing lives and successful businesses. As a mindset coach and business mentor, I teach you how to achieve your big goals faster than you ever thought possible. And if you're ready to transform your mindset, get out of your own way, and become the woman you know you were meant to be, you are definitely in the right place. Now let's get into the show. Everyone, and welcome back to the Happy Black Woman Podcast. We are on episode number 110, and I'm so excited to be back on the show. As you may know, I have been away for a few weeks to host my annual Manifest Your Vision 3-day mindset retreat we had in Fort Lauderdale, which was phenomenal. Many of you were following along on Instagram stories and Facebook and in our Happy Black Woman Tribe Facebook group, and the response was just amazing. I mean, to see 150 women from around the world have breakthroughs in their lives was nothing short of magical. And we followed up that experience week-long in Fort Lauderdale with a vacay in Jamaica. Me and my honey bun went to Negril and Montego Bay for a wonderful week in the sun. And even though we got some rain, we really made the most of our trip. We laid on the beach. We drank rum punch like it was going out of style. We had jerk chicken every single day. We literally ate jerk chicken at 7 different places in like 6 days. I also tried jerk lobster, and we listened to live music. We went to see the YS waterfalls, and it was just a really relaxing and supportive trip. So I am coming back to you with total energy and excitement about what is to come for the rest of our 2018 together. Certainly, I hope that you will be able to join us for our 2019 Manifest Your Vision retreat. And so stay tuned for details about that. And we have a bunch of other events coming up soon. Our next event is actually a retreat in Hawaii, which you can find out more about on our website at happyblackwoman.com/events. And after that, I'll be in Atlanta for our annual Launch Your Business 3-day boot camp. I don't even know what year we're on. I think we're on our 5th or sixth year of doing this. And it's always an amazing opportunity for networking and really diving deep into building your business. So I hope I see you either way in Hawaii or Atlanta or any of the other places we have planned as we announce our events. So again, you can go to happyblackwoman.com/events and find out what event is right for you. All right, so I'm really excited about this episode because I've never done this before. I know so many of you were not able to join us in Fort Lauderdale this year for Manifest Your Vision, so I wanted to bring a little piece of the energy and the content and the teaching to you right here on the podcast. So thanks to my incredible team and my honey bun, shout out to Monty. We have an audio clip for you from day 2 of our event. And just to set the stage, I'm going to let you know what it's about, and then we're going to play the clip and have you benefit from the teaching that I shared at the event, and then I'll come back in at the end, all right? So basically, my Manifest Your Vision event is a 3-day deep dive into transforming your mindset. And on day 1, it's all about setting your goals, discovering your purpose, developing your vision, all of that. We have an amazing vision board party. But on day 2, we really focus on breaking through your barriers. And I know that so many of you have done your goal setting. You've done your vision board. You're all ready to go for the new year. However, you have not done the very important work of looking at what held you back last year. And because it's the same thing that's going to hold you back potentially from achieving your goals this year. So we spent a whole day on breaking through barriers, and we ended the day actually physically breaking boards with our bare hands with our incredible facilitators from Firepower Seminars. Shout out to Connie and Karen for supporting us so beautifully. So I want to really give you a huge chunk of the concept of the training from day 2 about breaking through your barriers. And specifically, this is the part of the training where I talk about the lizard brain. What's really holding you back could be the part of your brain that is afraid of the unknown and it's scared to fail. It's your ego, and it could really sabotage you from achieving all that is available to you this year. So if you don't listen to anything else, this is the part that I really wanted to gift to you on the podcast. So as you listen, you'll hear me talk about what the lizard brain is, how to know when it's showing up in your life, like how to know when the lizard brain is sabotaging your success as you move forward. And I also talk about how to overcome perfectionism and procrastination, which are huge barriers to your growth whenever you try to uplevel your life. So I hope you enjoy this audio clip from the Manifest Your Vision live 3-day mindset retreat from Fort Lauderdale for 2018. And I hope to see you, of course, live and in person for 2019. Enjoy. Basically, the lizard brain is like the part of your brain that is scared of the unknown. So all of you who had your top need as certainty, your lizard brain is strong. Strong. So strong. So strong that many times you believe that the lizard brain is actually you, your real thoughts. So there's this quote, the concept came from Seth Godin, who is a writer on leadership, business, marketing. And he was talking about like what makes people procrastinate and all those different things. And he said it's the lizard brain. We say we want to do one thing and then we do another. We say we want to be successful, but then we sabotage the job interview. We say we want to put our product out in the market, but then we sandbag the shipping schedule. We procrastinate, you push it back, you do all this. Why is it so difficult to do what we say we're going to do? The lizard brain. The lizard brain is the epicenter of fear. It's that part of your brain that's fight or flight. It wants to protect you. The problem is, it not only wants to protect you from real danger of getting hit by a car and you step back from the curb, but it also wants to protect you from the things in your life that you want, but you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Your lizard brain has no distinction between almost being hit by a car and doing something new in your life. It wants to protect you the same way, no matter what. And so when you are thinking with your lizard brain, the lizard brain part of you, we can also say the lower self part of you, you start to doubt yourself. You fear things that are actually irrational. Biologically, we're meant to fear things that can literally kill us. But when you're stuck in the lizard brain, you have your behavior is such that you're acting as if starting a website is going to actually literally kill you. You act as if putting your profile on a dating site is literally going to kill you. You act like the worst case scenario of you putting yourself out there is going to have you die. But when you're aware of that, you can say, wait a minute, this is silly. This is not a life or death situation, right? So how does the lizard brain show up? It shows up as procrastination. How many recovering procrastinators we have in the room? Trying to do your best, right? And the more important something is to you, it's almost like the worse the procrastination gets. Like you know if you do it, it's gonna be good, right?
Why are you procrastinating? Why are you waiting to the very last minute? It often goes hand in hand with perfectionism. How many times are you going to change the same word back and then put it back in and take it out? We just getting started here. I know what y'all be doing. The proposal was due 2 weeks ago. You know what always comforts me as a writer and as a A+++ person? When I read a book by a really famous best-selling author and there's a typo. I love that, right? Stephen King, king of writing. He got typos in his books. Ooh, imagine that. The comedian Chris Rock, he had this really great stand-up. I don't remember the name of it, but what I do remember from it, he just has, this amazing way of making things make sense to people. I'm gonna try to leave out the profanity, but what he said was basically that as Black people, we will be free when we can give ourselves permission to mess up just like other races do, right? Like you can just walk through this world and F things up and it's okay. Like holding ourselves to this higher standard because we feel like we have to prove something holds a lot of us back. The next level of freedom is submitting the proposal with 3 typos and still getting the contract, okay? That's the next level of freedom that we can get to. The top office in our country is the epitome of mediocrity. Surely, we can allow ourselves to win with A- work in the world. For some of you, your vision this year, your goal needs to be to give yourself permission to have an A- year. It's okay. It's all right. You'll get so much more done. But that's one of them, perfectionism. Distractions, shows up as distractions. Distractions don't just come, by the way. We go looking for them. When you physically pick up the remote control, you are actively pursuing a distraction. So many women say, I get distracted. A distraction just comes looking for you. You make yourself available for distractions. What are you saying when you turn off your phone? You go to the movies, you turn off your phone. You're saying that you are unavailable to be distracted. But when you go looking for it, you got all the tabs open in your computer, you got the TV in front of you, acting like you're doing something. Oh, I just want the noise in the background. You're actively looking for distractions. Self-sabotage, that's turning in the proposal late for a speaking engagement that you know you wanted to do. Not responding back to someone who wants to do the interview with you because you still can't believe, you don't know why they want you. Fear of failure. Fear of failure goes hand in hand with fear of success. We'll talk about this a little bit more today. And a lot of people think that they have a fear of failure. How many of you in this room have a fear of failure? You feel like you have a fear of failure. You don't want to fail. Great, put your hands down. How many of you know that you're actually more afraid of success? What happens when you'll be successful? Okay, awesome, cool. They typically go hand in hand. So being afraid to fail is really an illusion because if you're not doing what you want to do, you've already failed. You're not doing it. But what if you're not getting to do it now? What if they don't pick me? You're not being picked now. How does it feel? So our fear of failure is actually an illusion. If you can if you can shift the way that you think about failure, then you know that the only way to fail is to not go after what you want. Like I said, even if I go into super debt, I don't care. Like so many artists died penniless or in deep debt, but left behind all of these amazing treasures and paintings and books and all of that for the world to enjoy. That's actually more important to me than any kind of worldly failure. The bigger fear is fear of what happens if this works. The lizard brain is very fearful of you not belonging anymore. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But it also shows up as fear of rejection, people saying no, people not liking you, lack of clarity. I don't know what I should do. I've never met a woman that literally does not know what she should do. We are the best thinkers, problem solvers, analyzers of the world. 99.9% of the time, what she's really saying is, I don't know if I can do what I want to do. So I'm afraid to say it. I'm afraid to verbalize it because then it'll make it real. Lack of confidence, not feeling like you can do it, is the lizard brain, because the lizard brain doesn't know. That's the certainty coming out as well. You don't know if you can because you've never done it before. It's like amnesia goes into play and you forget all the times that you had to learn to do something that you didn't know how to do. That's what school was for. You did that. Life is a school. Low self-esteem, not believing in yourself. The lizard brain will say things like, are you really sure you can do that? There are so many other people that have more credentials than you. Let them do it. Just watch them. Just support them. So many of you are so quick to share someone else's stuff on your page, all my business owners in this room, and it's like you will never share anything of yourself. It's like you might as well go work for them. You're marketing for everyone else but you. Negativity and excuses. So, well, that's not gonna work anyway. You know, my job takes up so much of my time. There's no way I could write that book. You know, knowing good and well you make the time to watch Scandal or Empire or all the other shows people be tweeting about. Not only do you have time to watch the show, but you have time to tweet about the show. So you got time for watching and commentary. And then you may call your girlfriend and do a recap with her. So those are excuses. So did anyone identify some limiting beliefs that you might have going on from that list? Yes. I'm a recovering perfectionist. That's my thing. I have to force myself to leave typos in my blog posts sometimes. They're intentional, yes, because I want to break the pattern. I was like, oh man, I know I looked at it 17 times. If I just go in there one more time, nope, leave it, Rosetta, leave it. The thing about perfectionists too is that we see it in other people. So people see it, my perfectionists see a typo, they send me an email. Did you know there's a typo? Yes, I do. Thank you. But there's something interesting that happens though. When you give yourself permission to not be perfect, it allows you to accept other people more as well. When you allow yourself to be human and perfect, you're less hard on people. I can be very hard on myself and very hard on other people. And when I started being less hard on myself, I was like, oh, I can let everyone else be themselves because no one's perfect. And so the way that you treat yourself helps you to treat other people better as well.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that clip live from our 2018 Manifest Your Vision Mindset Retreat. You know, the thing about the lizard brain and self sabotage and procrastination and all those things that hold us back from our goals is that once you recognize that it's happening, you can finally do something about it. So, my intention of sharing this piece with you was to have you be empowered to understand and be aware of what's going on with you when things are not happening in your life, in your career, in your business, and all the areas that you have big goals for this year. So once you are aware of it, once you understand and recognize what's going on, then you can take action and you can choose a different behavior so that you can actually get what you want. All right, ladies, I am so excited to see what you accomplish this year and so honored to get to walk with you on this path and help you in any way that I can. Now, I know that many of you will be working on your businesses this year. You will be finally launching your online business out into the world, and I have a brand new free online training coming up to help you with that. It's called the Location Independent Lifestyle Masterclass. I haven't taught this material in almost 2 years, so I am really excited to share it with you and have you really understand what it takes to create and launch a business that you can run from anywhere in the world. So I'll be sharing my 5-step process with you. I'll be going over the 10 different income streams you can create to fund your lifestyle that you've been dreaming about, and so much more. You can go to quityourjobwebinar.com and get signed up. It's a live online workshop that I'll be running in just a few days. So at the time of this podcast recording, it will be happening in just a few days. So do get yourself registered for free over at quityourjobwebinar.com. I hope to see you on the training, and please do stay in touch. I love to hear from you. You can hit me up on Instagram. I love getting your DMs. You can always email us. Contact info is on the website. But this year is really about moving forward in ways that you haven't done before. And I am delighted to be there with you on the journey. Thank you for listening to the Happy Black Woman podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, there are 2 things you can do. Number 1, leave me a rating and review on iTunes. It would mean so much to me, and it would help so many more women find the show so they can be inspired as well. Number 2, join our private Facebook community where you can meet hundreds of like-minded women from around the world. To join the group, go to happyblackwomantribe.com. And until next time, remember, you can do anything you want with your life, and no one can stop you but you.